on, and I bet you don't want to miss anything in this class. Okay, you need to be here with me. You need to join us every Thursday by 5 p.m. I don't know how long this is going to last, but I know from now to January I'm going to be talking about the different aspects of the dynamics of vision. If you're joining me for the very first time, maybe this is the first time you're joining me in a live webinar, you are most warmly welcome. Now, if you've been my student, if you've been with what I am doing, you already know the way we do it. So let's get started with the introduction straight away, okay? So you need to introduce yourself. 3 things I want from you. Let me know your name, let me know where you're joining me from, and let me know whether this is your first time of joining my class, okay? These 3 pieces of information. You can add what you do for a living. That will also help us, you know, because this is a business connect, this is a business networking platform, so we can also connect you with the different things you do, okay? I'm going to introduce myself for those of you who do not know me, and then we'll get running with the class, okay? A few comments are already coming in, and like I said, some people are still raising their hands up. Please, if you're raising your hand up, type it in the chat box, because nobody is allowed to talk. Everybody is on mute, okay? Mr. Musa Sali, who's joining us from Central Business District in Abuja, he says experiencing poor audio quality. Okay, maybe that's your network. So I think it's something that you need to work on as quickly as possible. But I need to know from the rest of us, how is the audio from your end? I need to get that confirmation before we actually get fully started with the class. Let me know that you can hear me clearly, loudly, and when I do my quality control, I can actually very well hear myself, okay? So I have another device that is connected on the platform, so I can actually hear myself. So please let me know if you can hear me, if you can see my face, if you can also see the slide. That's what enables me to be sure that everybody is here with us, okay? All right, I need to get that. So let's get the comments rolling. If you can hear me, let me know that I can hear me. If you can see me, let me know you can see me. If you have any technical challenge, please type it in the chat box. Then go ahead and introduce yourself. We're almost running behind schedule, so we need to get the class fully started. All right. So, but I can't start until I get your comments, I get your introduction. You understand? My classes are usually interactive, so we need to make sure that we're all together in this. And then again, because this is an online class, you know, I'm not seeing you physically, so I need to be sure that everybody, we're all on the same page. So that is why it needs to be very interactive. Okay, good or good. Those of you who already know us, you know, good or good, great or great, fantastic. And then we're going to do our millionaire declaration. I don't care how 2020 treated you, but we're launching into 2021 on a different perspective altogether, from a different dimension. Okay, I'm still waiting for your comments. I need to get you to introduce yourself. That's the only way I know that you're in this class, okay? So please kindly do me that favor. You can't stay idle in my class. Even my physical classes, I don't encourage people to be idle. You know, we have to continuously interact, okay? So that we know that we're all together on the same page. We have quite a number of people who have already joined us. Okay, Mrs. Amana, good morning, sir. The line is breaking here. Okay, so I need more comments. Let me know whether it's from my end or from your end. Somebody had already said that the audio quality is not too good, and then Samana joining us from US says the line is breaking. So let's know exactly. If you can hear me clearly, please do me that favor. Let me know that you can hear me clearly. If you can see my face and you can see the slide, let me know that you can see that, so that we proceed. Okay, it wouldn't make sense for us to do this class and then people are finding it difficult to hear what we're saying, or people are finding it difficult to, you know, see, you know, the slides, because visuals are very important. You know, it's a teaching aid that I use all the time. You see, what you hear, you forget. What you see, you remember. But what you do, you understand. Okay, so those are the 3 levels of a teaching. Okay, what you hear, you forget it. I can tell you, after the whole class we're going to do today, 90% of what you hear me say, you're going to forget them in the next 48 to 72 hours. Okay, but the ones you see, a picture is worth 1,000 words. The ones you see will stick to your brain, will stick to your mind. You tend to remember them. But again, you need to go one more step ahead. The ones you do, that is actually what gives you understanding. You get understanding in the process of doing. Okay, so what you do what you understand. All right, good or good, fantastic. So let me hear from you Mrs. Amana, is it better now? Mr. Musa Salihu, are you better now? Can you hear me clearer now? Then the rest of us who are here, let me know if you can hear me. I have Nicholas Ojobo, Lainka, Bami, Robeni, Bami, a whole lot of others. There are people in this class. So I need to get the feedback from you if you really want this class to start. If we don't get the feedback, then I am sorry, we may not be able to continue because I can't be talking to myself. We need to be sure that we're all on the same page. All right, good or good, good, fantastic. Okay, Mr. Mana says, well, it's better now. Okay, so let's begin. Maybe some of us are shy. Well, nobody's seeing your face, and then well, just like that. But let's begin the class really. So today we're going to talk about, like I've already said, is a whole series that I just wanted to start. We concluded some discussions last week, and for the past 5 weeks thereabout, I was looking at stages of entrepreneurship, and actually took my time for those of you who were in those classes to discuss the 5 stages of entrepreneurship, going from trading to business building to business ownership to business leadership, and then to becoming an investor. We went through all of those stages of entrepreneurship, even starting from the fundamental definition of what entrepreneurship is. We did that all over the past 5 weeks. If you missed, you actually did miss a whole lot. But I think you can still find some of the replays on my YouTube channel. Usually when we're done, my team, somebody has to upload the replay on YouTube channel. So on my YouTube channel, so you can actually get it, the replays on YouTube. Okay. Now, as a last week, when we concluded that discussion on the stages of entrepreneurship, I told you that starting from this week, I'm going to start looking at vision. You know why? Because the year is coming to an end. 2020 has been a very turbulent year for almost everybody. 2020, even people who made a lot of money, maybe from COVID-19 supplies or one thing or the other, it's been a very turbulent year. It's either you're infected or you're affected. Yes, if you're not infected by COVID-19, you must be affected one way or the other. Maybe you don't know somebody who is infected or somebody who is close to it that's infected, but of course the economy affects all of us, each and every one of us. Okay, so I don't think anybody really is going to be shouting and smiling and very happy about how 2020 went, even though it's not exactly on the same degree for everybody. Okay, but what is important to me is that we'll have a chance to begin again. A lot of us did not see what happened in 2020 come on, but personally for me, I actually saw it coming. I saw what was going on. I didn't know that COVID-19 was going to be this bad, but I knew that 2020 was going to be a year for a lot of turbulence. Okay, just like if you're flying an aircraft and then when the turbulence comes, you know how it is. Okay, so by 2021 is a year that we can apply what we have learned in 2020, what we have learned for the rest of our lives, for the past years we've been on earth, and then use it to move, to do a quantum leap in our lives, to jump because if we could survive the whole of 2020 and we're now into 2021, we can use those strategies, refine them, and be proactive about it, and then, begin to live the best version of our lives. Okay. And then the fundamental thing we need to understand is what? The power of vision. The power of vision. The power of vision. Anything anything you want to achieve in life, it starts with you being able to visualize it. It starts with you being able to see that thing as already accomplished. Until you see that thing as already accomplished, it may be very difficult for you to do that. Even if by a stroke of luck or chance, you get to accomplish things you never thought about, you never even imagined you're going to be able to achieve. You see, it will be difficult for you to maintain it. It will be difficult for you to remain at that same level. But if you deliberately, intentionally visualize yourself at a particular level in life, at a particular way, you're going to want to your life to progress, and then begin to work towards it. You see these things happen before your own very eyes. It's happened to me a lot of times. It happened to a lot of my mentees, a lot of my students. So that's why I'm very proud and confident to be able to teach you this, because I know that these are things that work. Okay. All right. So while I still wait for your introduction, if you still join me at any point in time, introduce yourself. Let's know your name. Let's know where you're joining us from. Let's know what you do for a living. And then you can also tell us whether this is the first time you are coming into my class. All right. Now, Now, this class is absolutely free and is brought to you from the stable of the Millionaire Entrepreneurs University. It's brought to you from the stable of the Millionaire Entrepreneurs University. It's an university, as an online university we founded, that teaches entrepreneurship and overall life excellence. Okay, overall life success rather. It teaches entrepreneurial excellence and overall life success. Okay, it's our own way of giving back to the society that has also, helped us so much. That has also been very, very beneficial and then good to us. Okay, so we set up that university to teach entrepreneurial excellence and overall life success through training, personal development, financial literacy, and access to finance. Because in my years of teaching entrepreneurship, these are the key things I've understood. In my year of personal finance coaching and mentorship, I've understood that these are the key things that people find, difficult. Training, personal development, financial literacy, and access to finance. Because even when people want to set up businesses, most times they have ideas, they have visions, they have to get the money to finance that vision. I'm going to talk about all of that during this whole series, okay? But the Millionaire Entrepreneurs University is actually an online university where you can get access to all of these training materials, personal development materials, financial literacy materials, and then you can also access finance from that platform. You can visit it at www.tmeu.dr.jeugu.com. You can get a lot more things, maybe after the class, you can just visit the website and then look at a couple of things there for yourself. All right. Now, before we start, I just want to make a quick definition for us, very quick definition before I really go ahead and introduce myself. And that definition, I want to define success for us, okay? Because when we're looking at vision, everybody wants to be successful in life. Yeah, that's the truth. Everybody wants to be successful in life. Everybody wants the best things that life has to offer. But again, I tell you this, and please do write it down if you can hear me, if you're listening to me. Anything you cannot define overwhelms you. Whatever you can define, you can modify for personal use. All right? You get me? I said anything you cannot define overwhelms you. Whatever you can define, you can modify for personal use. Now, the power of definition is the fact that life does not reward you according to the extent of your hard work, but life rewards you according to the accuracy of your definitions. I'm not talking about academic definitions. I'm not talking about them, defining things for passing exams to, get a PhD, get a master's, and all of those things are fine. But what I'm talking about is practical definitions that will help you to move forward. You know why? Your definition of any concept in life is formed from your understanding of that concept. Is that true or not? Your definition of any concept in life, of any activity, of anything in life is formed from your understanding of that concept. Now, it is based on that understanding that determines what you do. It determines the actions you take. Do you understand? Now, it is those actions you take that determine the result you get. The result you get is what determines the amount of money you have. The amount of money you have is what determines the kind of life you live. That's what determines your lifestyle. So you see that invariably, the kind of life you live, the kind of dress you wear, whether you wear designers, whether you wear Gucci, whether you carry a Prada bag, whether you carry a Louis Vuitton, we wear Louis Vuitton shoe, whatever it is. Do you understand? Your lifestyle, if you live in a particular part of the community, or you drive a particular kind of car, maybe Ferrari, maybe a limo or a Rolls Royce or whatever it is, your lifestyle is a function of the amount of money you have. The amount of money you have is based on the result you deliver consistently over time. But this result comes from the actions you have been taking. Unfortunately or fortunately, the actions you take every day depends on the definition, your understanding of the concepts. So what is your understanding of school? What is your understanding of business? What is your understanding of investment? What is your understanding of money? What is your understanding of work? What is your understanding of job? Okay. Now, your understanding of this is what is summed as your definition of these terms. A lot of times we take this casually, but if you ask you what is money, you see, your definition of money is what determines how you manage money, how you handle money, what you do with money. Okay, so I'm not saying define money for me because you're going to pass an exam, but the way you define money inside of you unconsciously, you may never have sat down to define money. The way you define business, the way you define goal, vision, you see, these are the things that determine the actions you take with respect to these things. And that is why somebody doing the same business in the same street, in the same environment with another person will make 1 million naira in a day. Another person will make 10,000 naira in a day. Why? It is a function of the definitions they have. Who is a customer? Your definition of who a customer is determines how you treat that person when he comes into your shop. Okay? Your definition of business determines how you handle the business, what you do in the business, okay? Your definition of your job, when you go to an office and then you work in a ministry, your definition of that job determines how you work there. And that determines the kind of money you make there, okay? So, this is just to underscore the importance of definition. But what I wanted to define for us today is success. So please do write this down. Success is the progressive realization of the purpose of any endeavor or. Do you understand what I said? Success is the progressive realization of the purpose of any endeavor or pursuit. That's what success is. The progressive realization of the purpose of any endeavor or pursuit. Now, this is very, very important. And I just wanted to say this because, it came into my spirit, I think, sometime yesterday, and I said I must have to mention this in class today. Progressive realization of the purpose of what any endeavor or pursuit. Now, the realization of a purpose or pursuit, the realization of a pursuit or an endeavor is not success in itself. Are you getting what I'm saying? Because this is important, because we're going to very soon begin to talk about vision. And then when you set your vision, you're going to set goals, you're going to set targets. When you realize that thing, that is not success in itself. It is the realization of the purpose for which you're doing that thing. Let me give you an example, okay? Now, I'm a medical doctor. You can see it on the slide. I'm a medical doctor. So when you go to medical school, and then qualify as a doctor, that's an endeavor, that's a pursuit. So when you realize that and you become a doctor, are you really successful? No, you're not successful yet. The fact that you have gone to medical school and then become a doctor doesn't necessarily mean you're already successful. Now, you ask yourself the question, what is the purpose of you being a doctor? What is the purpose of you being a doctor? Do you understand? Why was it that you wanted to go to medical school? Why was it that you wanted to become a doctor in the first place? Now, it is when you realize the purpose for which you wanted to become that thing, or for which you wanted to get that thing, that is when you say you're successful. But again, I said it's progressive realization. So it doesn't mean it has to be when you have realized it completely. But every passing day, as you continue to realize that purpose, you're already successful. So let me take that medical example again. So, for instance, becoming a doctor was partly my father's idea, based on, it was for economic benefit. That was the sole purpose for me to become a doctor. I'm telling you the truth. My father wanted me to become a doctor because, he has seen other doctors within our community, within the environment, and then doctors were, said to be financially successful, financially, stable, and all of that. So in terms of finance, he wanted me to become a doctor because I could take care of the family, I could come and give back and all of that. I can tell you, a lot of us, that is the financial consideration that pushed our parents to, push us to read whatever we read, okay? So when you now become a doctor, what is the purpose of becoming that doctor? So that you can take care of your parents, you can train your younger ones in school, you can do a whole lot of, that's the purpose of that. Now, a lot of times, I'm saying this out of personal experience, a lot of times when you become that doctor, you find out that you don't have the money to do those things. Yes, so the money per se is not in becoming a doctor. Do you understand? So that is why a lot of doctors are conflicted. I'm not just saying it because of doctors, but a lot of things we do, by the time you get to that point, you find out that you're conflicted. For instance, you want to set up a shop, you want to start a business. What is the essence of that business? To provide for your family. So when you set up that business, or when you take up that new degree, or take up that new job, and that new job does not give you the satisfaction of that purpose, you're not successful. So the success, let's say your purpose of being a doctor is that you're compassionate, you want to help people, you want to treat people, you want to take care of people who are sick, not necessarily because of money. So when you become a doctor and then you work in a hospital that gives you opportunity to be able to do those things, that's success, because it gives you that joy, that real purpose for which you wanted to do that. Am I making sense? So let me say that again. So because why this is important is when I talk about vision, we're going to drill it down to the purpose of that vision. So we're not just going to say next year, I want to make 20 million. I want to make 100 million. Next year, I want to set up a new business. Next year, I want to set up a hairdressing salon. I want to set up a entrepreneurship, a lot of things you want to do. You ask yourself, why do I want to do this? So that as you're doing that thing, whether it's satisfaction, whether it's money, whatever it is that is purpose for which you want to do that, as you're realizing that purpose, then that is your what success. Are we good? Am I making sense to you? Okay, so that's a bit, by the way, that's not part of what we're supposed to discuss today, but that is, I just needed to state that so we can understand where we're going. Okay, so like I said, if you join the class, make sure you introduce yourself. Let us know where you're joining us from. Let us know your name. Let us know what you do for a living. And then I need you to let me know this definition of success. How does it strike you? What do you think about it? Does it make you change your mind? Does it give you a new paradigm to begin to work with for this new year that we're going to enter? Let me tell you, my year actually starts from October. My new year starts from October. I already got into 2021 starting from October. You understand? I had to do my own personal retreat, my own self-renewal to begin to project into the new year. Every year, I stay in that year for 9 months. I don't stay in any year for 12 months. I stay in that year for 9 months. From October, which is the 10th month, I already project myself into the new year. And then I sit down, take a personal retreat, travel, take a review of the past year, even though we're still in that year. You understand? For me, as far as I'm concerned, 2020 has ended since October, and I've been living in 2021. I've been planning the things I need to do, okay? And then everything I teach takes from the word of God, from the scriptures. As a matter of fact, the day does not start in the morning. Yes, for those of you who are Christians, and then those of you understand what I'm talking about. But a lot of us don't know this. A lot of us read the Bible without studying it. When you read the Genesis account of creation, I'm going to deal a lot with that in this particular series. When you read the Genesis account of creation, it says every day that God finished creating, he said the evening and the morning was one day. Second, the first day he said, let there be light, and he said that light was good, and then separated it from darkness and all of that. And he said evening and morning was the first day. The second day he created again. You understand? He separated the heaven and then the earth. You understand? And then he said, wow, evening and morning was one day. The third day, he gathered the waters in one part, and then the sea came out, and then the waters came out, and the land came out, and he said, let the trees come up, and all of that. He said, that's third day. He said, evening and morning was the third day. And then the fourth day, he created the sun and the moon and all of that. So for those of you who are Christians, you know what I'm talking about. But what I'm telling you is evening and morning was what? One day. Not morning and evening. That was one day. So as a matter of fact, your day does not start in the morning. Your day does not start by 12 midnight. Your day should start in the evening. For instance, if you're following this, your day, that's today, well, normally is 17th. But for me, today is already 18th. You know why? Because this is evening already, Nigerian time. This is past 5 already, okay? So your day should start in the evening. Your day should not start by 12 midnight. I don't have time to explain to you the significance of that. But you see, if you're a child of God, you must walk the same way that God walks, all right? Okay, are we good? Okay, so what I'm just trying to tell you is even your year, don't wait until December 31st until you go to crossover. That is when you now start doing a New Year, what do they call all those things? Whether it's New Year declaration, a New Year resolution, and all those things. Those are religious things. Those things are not spiritual things. There's a difference between spirituality and religion, okay? They are not the same thing. Religion is derived from the word the ritual, something you do all the time, okay? Spirituality is having a divine connection with a supernatural source. I hope you're enjoying the class. Religion is ritual, something you do all the time. Do you understand? Spirituality is having a connection with a supernatural source. They are not the same thing. Do you understand what I'm saying? Okay, all right. So now talk to me. I just define success for you so that we use it as a foundation to get a class started. Okay, Sunday Omini Tom is joining us from Abuja. Okay, fantastic. Good to have you. Good to have you, Mr. Sunday. And funny enough, I can see you. I think you're busy in your shop. Well, that's the beauty of technology. Mr. Sunday is joining us from Abuja, and then he's in his shop making dresses. We call that multitasking. All right, no problem. So it's all good. It's all good. The man is laughing. No, I can see you. So, like I said, that's the beauty of technology, because if I had to do this class live, that's in a particular place, that means you have to come to that place. You have to leave that dress you're making and then come to join me. I can see you and your friend. That's fantastic. You guys are welcome. But please make sure you put your earphones so you can hear me while you're sewing your dresses and then doing all of that. And please, if you make jackets, I'd like to have one. At least let me advertise it for you. Let me model it for you. All right? Good. Okay, so that's what we're talking about. So your business business again should be able to go online. I'm going to talk about that as we proceed. Your business should be able to go online. As I do this teaching, people join me from all parts of the world. So the world has become a global village. So you also need to take your business using technology, using internet to take your business everywhere. If you're a fashion designer, why shouldn't people order for your dresses from Europe, from London, from Dubai? Yes, it's possible. You can advertise, you can reach them just from your phone. These things are possible. So don't limit yourself anywhere. If anybody wants to be rich, this is the best time to be rich. This is the best time to make money. This is the best time to be wealthy in the whole of all the civilizations that come across human life. Okay. All right, so let's see. Yes, so I needed your feedback. If you understood what I talked about with respect to success, let me know what you understand and let me know how that is going to affect your business, affect your finances going forward. So I need to type in the chat box, tell me about your business, tell me about this definition of success. Let me define it again. What is success? Success is the progressive realization of the purpose of any pursuit or an endeavor. That's what success is. Success is what? The progressive realization of the purpose. Underline that word, purpose. Is when you're progressively realizing the purpose for which you're doing what you're doing. So, like I've talked about being a doctor. Now, there's a purpose for which I wanted to be a doctor. If you were a pastor, there's a purpose for which you want to become a pastor. If you're a businessman, there's a purpose for that business. So it is not just that you set up the business that makes you successful. It's the fact that you're realizing the purpose for that business. Are you doing a business because you want to take it to provide for your family, to provide for your parents in the village, and then wherever they are, to take care of your younger siblings? Now, if that business does not give you the money and the time to be able to do that, then that means you're not successful, okay? All right. Why I say this is a lot of times, some of us are so, how do I put it now, so concerned with achieving certain things that we forget the purpose for which you want to achieve that thing. For instance, you want to buy a car. What is the purpose of buying that car? Do you understand? You can make money to buy the car, but when you lose the essence, the purpose for which you want to have the car, then you will not be able to enjoy the car. And then you can't say you're successful just because you bought a car. All right? Okay, so I guess most of you already know me. I'm waiting for more introductions. My name is Dr. J. I'm a medical doctor, founder of the Millionaire Entrepreneurs University. I'm an entrepreneurship and management development consultant. Okay, so that's the much we can take for the introduction. I don't like introducing myself a whole lot because most people who are in my class, they already know me. So again, we have gone quite far, even though we're still on introduction. But please do avoid distractions. Pay attention, stay till the end, you understand? And then, of course, my classes are interactive. So I beg you again, when you learn something, when there's something I say that strikes you, please type it in the chat box, okay? That is the only way, that's the feedback. That's the only way I will be able to know that you're following. That's the only way I'll be able to know that, you're understanding what I'm saying, and then I'm not losing you, all right? That's it. So please participate in the class, be in the class, and then ask questions, make comments. Don't wait until the end of the class before you ask questions, okay? You can use the chat box. If there's anything I explain you don't understand or you don't agree with me, yes, you have the right to disagree. It doesn't mean that everything I say is correct or you must accept it. You can actually bring in your opinion. Just type it on the chat box, and then we'll talk about it, and then we'll trash it out. All right? Okay. That's why I want our classes to be interactive. I'm going to play a video for us very shortly for us to understand them and then look at vision in better detail. But before we do that, for those of you who are joining us for the first time, there's a declaration we make. So I want us to make that declaration, our millionaire declaration. How many of us know the millionaire declaration? If you know the millionaire declaration, say yes, I do. If you know the millionaire declaration, please type in the chat box, say yes, I do. Let me know how many people know the millionaire declaration. Then I can now do the declaration for those who do not know it, okay? If you know the millionaire declaration, say yes, I do. Yes, I do. If you don't, then say no, I don't, okay? Are we good? Are we good? If you know, say yes, I do. Okay. A lot of people, okay, Mrs. Amana, Tom, Karma. Okay, so let's just show them, those who do not know, your right hand by the right side of your head and say, I am a millionaire. That same right hand over the left side of your chest and say, I am awesome. And then give yourself a wonderful high five. That's our millionaire declaration, okay? It makes us feel good. We're millionaires and then we'll become millionaires in an awesome way, okay? See, let me tell you this, when you become a millionaire, you can do wonderful things. Let me tell you the truth. Money does not make you a bad person. Money does not make you a good person. Money makes you more of who you already are. Do you understand what I said? Money does not make you a bad person. Money does not make you a good person. Money makes you what more of who you already are. So if you're a bad person already and then you have plenty money, that money gives you the opportunity to do worse things. If you're a good person and you have plenty of money, that money gives you opportunity to do better things. Okay, that's what it is. So, and I know that everybody in my class, they are good people, which is the reason why I needed to make a lot of money so that I have opportunity to do great things. Okay, all right. So if you like that, say I am a millionaire, I am awesome, and then give yourself a high five. That's our millionaire declaration. Okay, you're awesome means you're going to do awesome things. You're going to help people. You're going to provide products and services that elevate the lives of people for you to make money. Okay, now there's so many things I keep saying because I don't know who is hearing for the first time. What is money? Money is a means of exchange of value. Okay, money is what? A means of exchange of value. So all the money you're going to make next year, you're going to make in 2 years' time, what value are you providing for? That's what I mean by being awesome. So you need to begin to look for awesome things, awesome products and services that you're going to give to other people so that they can give you their money happily. It's not the one that people give you money and then you're running away. Okay, so that is what it means that we're millionaires and then we are awesome. All right, good or good. Okay, so today we're going to look fully today I just want to do introduction to the dynamics of vision. Then next week we're going to continue, upper week we're going to continue probably till the end of January. I'm going to be talking about dynamics of vision. Yes, then what I want to do is probably by February, I'm going to show you how to now start building. But let's see how God helps us in all of it. Okay, so now I want to play a video for us. It's a video by Bishop Oyedepo. Bishop Oyedepo is a respected man of God. You may not agree with everything he teaches, but that one is your own business. But I respect him a lot. He's a great man of God. And then when it comes to, you see, the thing about life is if somebody has been successful or has been able to achieve what you're trying to achieve, then you just need to listen to that person. You may not agree to whatever the person says, 100%, but take what works for you and then run with it. So there's a video he did about vision, and I'd like to share that video with us. Okay, so please pay attention. I'm going to change the screen share so that you can see the video. Okay. Okay, but before I show you the video, let me just these are the things you're going to learn at the end of this whole series. Not just today, it is hoped that participants would have a clear and detailed vision of their lives and their businesses. So these are just the things I want to achieve. Then you should be able to develop a definite plan of action to actualize that vision. And then 3, you'll be equipped with the requisite knowledge to successfully execute the plan and achieve all your goals for 2021. So these are the 3 key things I want to help you do in this whole webinar series. And like I said, it's a series, so it's not going to end today. One is for you to have a clear and detailed vision, either for your life or for your business. Then when you have that vision, you must have a plan of action, because if you have a vision without a plan of action, it's a nightmare. Or best is a dream. A dream without a vision, without a plan of action is just a dream. It's like a daydreaming, just wishing for something. But when you have a vision and you have a plan, that is the one that most likely would come to pass. Then I'm going to also equip you with the knowledge, with the information that will enable you to execute that plan and achieve it. So you have a vision, you have a plan, but you need to have the knowledge to be able to execute that. Okay, so those are the 3 key things we're looking at achieving, by the end of this whole series. Okay, and then this is the breakdown of what we're going to do. So we're going to do introduction, which we have already done. You understand? Then we're going to look at finish it first, which is the vision. So that's what I'm going to do a bit today. I won't finish it today. I'll just do a bit of it today. Then subsequent classes will look at execution. So you finish it first before you start. Okay, that's the key thing. You finish it first before you do what starts. It looks like, I don't know how to put it, but you need to understand, it's ironical. You need to finish it before you do what starts. How does that happen? That's what I'm going to show you here. So vision is what you finish it first. Execution is now you start. So what do you start? That finished product, that finished job. Okay, so learn this again, just in case you don't join me again. Anything you want to do in life, you must finish it first. Are you following me? Before you now start it. Let me give you an instance. My brother, who is on the video, Mr. Tom Sunday, he's a fashion designer. So I'm going to tell you something. I wish I can ask him a question. He's making a dress right now. Before he started sewing that dress, he had already finished it. Or am I lying? Type in the chat box, am I lying? That dress you're sewing now, before you started sewing it, before you put it inside the machine and then started turning your machine to put the stitches, have you finished it or not? Type in the chat box if you can hear me. That's the question. Before you start anything, you must do what? Finish it first. Okay? What does it mean to finish it first? You must have it conceptualized in your head. Before you started cutting the pattern for that dress, you had already finished it in your head. You have already seen how that dress is going to look like, what the kind of hand is going to be. Are you going to put shoulder pad? Are you going to put button? Are you going to put pockets? You have already finished everything about that dress. Every single thing about it. In fact, you could have imagined it, somebody already wearing and the kind of fitting was going to give that person. Is it going to accentuate the shapes? Is it going to bring this one out? Is it going to bring that? You would have finished it before you even went to market to cut the material, to buy the material. You would have finished the dress in your head. Then you now went to market. So what does this mean? When you finish it, you're going to market to buy the material for the finished product in your head. Now, when you're cutting the pattern, when you're drawing it, where are you drawing it from? You're drawing it from the finished product in your head. When you're sewing it and you're joining the hands and joining the legs, where are you joining it from? From the finished product in your head. It's already finished. Okay, that's the power of vision. So vision, I'm going to talk about it very soon in greater detail, but vision is now seeing the whole thing as a completed project. Are you seeing your life as a completed life? Are you seeing your business as a completed business? Are you seeing all the different ramifications of your business, all the different ramifications of the things you're going to do? When you have finished visualizing it, that is when you start living it. People don't understand this. So it's not like 1 year, 1 block. Let me do this one tomorrow. I'll do another one. Let's go. No, that's not how it works. If you want to be successful, everything you want to do, you will finish it first before you start. Just take, for instance, like my brother who is a fashion designer. He goes to the market. He doesn't know the kind of dress he wants to sew. He doesn't know the design he wants to sew. He goes to the market and they say, Madam, or God, please give me 5 yards. What are you using 5 yards for? Do you understand? If you're sewing, let's say, what's it called, South or native or just ordinary shirt, that will determine the number of yards you're going to buy. Okay? Then can you imagine a tailor just cutting patterns and design? They tell him, what are you sewing? He said, I don't know. Let me just cut and sew. That's how we do our business, and that's why our businesses fail. So a lot of us are going to walk into 2021 without finishing 2021 first. That's what I'm going to show you today. You're going to decide how your life would be by this time next year, 2021, as a finished product, as a finished entity. So when you have decided how your life will be by December 2021, then January, you will now start it from December. Is it complex? You finish it before you do what? You start. If you don't finish it, you will never be able to execute it. Okay? So that's just the basic idea. I'm going to explain this in detail, how you're going to finish it, how you're going to get that vision, how you're going to do all of that. And I'm also going to show you how to execute that finished product. All right. So the second part of what we're going to discuss now is execution. Then after we discuss execution, I'm going to give you a roadmap for you to achieve success in the whole of 2021. I'm going to give you a roadmap. That's why this is not a 2-week class. It's not even a 1-month class. I'm going to take this every week as the Spirit of God leads me until we get to the end of it. And of course, I'm going to do a summary and conclusion. All right. So if you've been blessed so far, and then if you're excited about what we're going to learn in this whole series, please type on the chat box and let me know that you have been blessed. Okay. Let me know that you have been blessed. Okay. Yes, Mr. Sunday says that's true. So it's all about painting a picture of the future. Okay. Yes. A lot of us know this, but again, it is not about rhetorics. It's not about theory. It's about putting it practically in your life. Okay. So talk to me if you have been blessed by what we have explained so far and you're excited about what we're going to learn between now and January. I'm going to bring out every single thing I know about vision. I'm not going to hold, if you've listened to any of my teachings, you know that I don't hold anything back. Freely have I received, and then freely do I give to anybody who cares to listen. All right, so can we make the class more interactive? Let me know what you have learned so far. I'm going to take a breather, show you a video, and then maybe I'll just discuss 1 or 2 more concepts, and then we'll tidy up today's class. I don't want to keep us for too long today. I just want to take it bits and bits and bits so that you'll be able to digest it, and then it will actually be meaningful to you. Okay. So let me know what you have learned so far, and then let me know if you're excited and anticipating that this class is going to be fantastic in the next series that we're going to continue. All right. So while I wait for you to type on the chat box, let me show you the video that I wanted, the video about vision from Bishop Oyedepo. All right. And I hope I can find it. Okay, Mrs. Amanda says, I'm enthusiastic about the class. But you didn't tell me what you have learned so far. I've discussed a lot already. Okay, so while you type that, please pay attention. I want to play the video for you. Make sure you have your earphone. It's up now.
Vision is a fundamental requirement of all world changes. What changes are focused visionaries. Focused visionaries. You got a word from the Lord. You got a vision from the Lord, and you stay with it. You see, we have so many hit and run visionaries. They got it. Oh, it's not working. They look for another one. Oh, it's not working. They go to another one. Focused vision. You know what Paul said? This one thing I do. It's men of one thing that change the world. You got a thing from the Lord, and you stay with that thing until it sticks. You stay with it until it sticks. Hear what Jesus said. To this end was I born, and for this cause came I to the world. What? Jesus, the Savior, came for one thing. John 18 verse 37. Yeah, he's still changing the world until now. After 2,000 years ago, he was a man of one focus, one goal. He stayed with it. When they came to make him king, he fled. It was off God's agenda for his life. Therefore, let everyone abide in the same calling wherein it's called. This is so important. Whether it's working or not working, they stay there because it will work. He said, at the end, it shall speak. Listen to this. No vision speaks at the beginning. If your child has a vision to be a medical doctor, to go to medical school, now he has to start from the nursery. And then he goes to the grade 1, to go on there to 12 before going to college. Now, it's at the end that can be realized, not at the beginning. It's a right division. Make it plain on the table that he may wrong that he did it for the vision for the appointed time, but at the end he shall speak. Though it tarries, wait for you. It shall surely come to pass, it shall not turn. Let me say this to you. I got a vision from the Lord that at the base of our ministry we'll have a 50,000 seat auditorium. That was April 10, 1982. By December 1984, we were less than 150. But at the end, we shall speak. Somebody hear what I'm talking about? I'll be stupid that time to be looking for a place for 50,000 seat auditorium. Who will fill a place? Where are we going to build it from? No conference or convention in our country that time will attract 3,000 people. No meeting, no matter who's holding it. Now listen to this. 1999, September 18, he opened up that facility for us. And today we're running 4 services there. Now we moved like that, 154 maximum attendance in a convention. And we came down to 1985 and we grew up to about 350. Oh, life is coming back. Oh, 50,000, you know. Now you see, we still put as a symbol, living faith, world outreach. And there were only 10 people inside. So all the mockers will pass and they just laugh and laugh and laugh. One outreach. Stupid. But at the end,
All right, so thank you. I hope you enjoyed that video, and then beyond enjoying the video, I hope you learned from the video, okay? All right, so please, we're back. If you can hear me, let me know that you can hear me clearly. I'm just going to talk about a few things now, and then we'll be able to close today's class, okay? But please let me know if you can hear me. I hope my audio has not gone off because of the video that we just played, all right? Okay, I think we'll have a couple of comments. Let me just look at them. Okay, okay, Mrs. Amanda says, I now know that success is not a one-leap jump, but a progressive journey to realize the purpose of my endeavor. Of course, that is what it is. It's progressive, okay? So as you continue to realize the purpose of your endeavor, even if you have not gotten everything complete, but the